Yeah.
Back in my day.
back in the tornado. I love those compilations, bro. I've been
Oh
watching the
shoot!
couple.
Hey, where the line meets the sky and the sea, it calls me. I got Marcus. Oh shoot! Hold up.
Hell yeah. That's crazy, bro. Hell yeah.
Shoot.
Oh,
That's the same.
man.
All right, man. What we doing? What we doing?
Welcome back to another episode of the Polytickin Podcast, you freaking nerds. You know what it is, all right? It's episode 125, you know what I'm saying? Oh, hello, Marcus, Sefa, and we in the building. We're just playing around with some filters. If you're listening to this, you know what I'm saying? You should also be watching this or doing whatever you want. It's your life. What are we doing?
Y'all know what it is.
About here?
What episode is this?
125.
Episode 125, Polytickin Podcast. Y'all know what it is. If y'all want to support us directly, come on down to the Patreon, patreon.com/Polytickin Podcast. $5 a month gets you an extra episode every single week. Not every single week. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I'll be slipping. Sometimes, you know, we just be occupied and whatnot. But for most weeks, you get an episode. What is it? 70% of the time, you get an episode 100% of the time.
60% of the time it works every time.
Yeah, you know. So come on down there. Also, if you want to hear more from Marcus and Lance, Falitongo, the Polynesian Podcast, go on down to the Pacific Movie Starter Kit. I think they're going to break down Lilo and Stitch, or they have broken it down.
We're going to.
Yeah.
Shit, with the live action coming out today. It comes out today. As of recording this right now, the live action is out today.
Oh, I might have to.
So,
I'm gonna see if
I know.
Let's see if we can work.
Let's go watch that.
Let's see if we can go
okay, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Ooh, that's a great idea. Great field trip.
Yeah. Let me text my boss after this. Yeah. So also, if you want some more Lance and Forrest and some sports taste, going down to the Polynesian Podcast. If you follow us on YouTube, you see it. If you follow us on the audio platforms, you see it. If you're hearing this and you don't follow us yet, man, come on down, check us out.
Come on.
I got a little hate. I got a little hate. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh. You got a little hate on what?
It's not really hate, but it's just, I don't know. So I was seeing some stuff about people talking about their favorite like poly podcast, right? And I ain't seen none of our listeners in there, so I wasn't tripping, but I ain't seen nobody mention this, and that was cool. I started listening to some of the ones that was mentioned.
Hey, it's not on us, it's in us. You know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say.
Hey, look, if that's y'all cup of tea, then it's obvious y'all
drinking
some booty.
Let's go.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
I was trying so hard, bro. I was trying so hard to listen. I followed a couple. I listened to a couple. I unfollowed a couple. I followed a few more.
Oh, man.
Yeah, bro. It's a lot of
It's a lot of what? Are we in the manosphere? Are like us specifically, us and Lance? Are we in the manosphere of podcasts, of Polynesian podcasts? What are we doing?
What is the manosphere?
Are we doing something wrong? Manosphere is like Fresh and Fit and all those weird old fools you be seeing clips of. You know, the very misogynistic guys. I'm just trying to be funny. No, whatever. Of course we're not. Are a lot of those that you listen to? Was that?
No,
a lot of that.
It wasn't like that. There was some from like New Zealand that was similar-ish. You know,
as long as that's all right, cool. I'm good.
The thing is, bro, like when you listen to it, you're like, you can be like, bro, you can like, and this is not all. This is like literally just one podcast I listened to or heard, and I'm sitting there like, bro, this is just Andrew Tate with a New Zealand accent. Like that's exactly what it was, and I feel like all of them are renditions of each other.
They also consider like Joe Rogan and them, you know, his little circle of podcast friends as part of the manosphere and stuff. And it's obviously not Andrew Tate level, but it's still very far right, very Republican, very what I mean, all of that. So,
and you know, if that's your thing, that's your thing. But I just don't understand bringing a product to a place where there's better products of that similar kind. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh. Wow.
Because
Wowzers.
well, I mean, I would just
Wowzers.
if I feel like if I was into that stuff, I'd rather just listen to Andrew Tate or listen to whatever, than listen
Yeah.
to a poor man's rendition of it. So that was
Right.
like literally only one. I listened to a couple others, and I mean,
What is it about them that's making you say these things?
it's one of those situations where when we having a conversation, me and you, right? If we have a conversation
Mm-hmm.
off camera, it's regular. When we have a conversation on camera, it's still regular, but we're mindful of like there's a third party listening. We don't really shift our attention to it. We just are aware of it. But like
Mm-hmm.
it was podcasts that were it wasn't two people talking to each other with the third person watching. It was two people talking to a third person while watching each other. And it was like,
Mm.
yeah, it was just a
Mm.
little like to me it threw off the listening experience to where I couldn't really focus on the conversation because it just seemed either too staged, too performative, or too just
Really?
uninformed.
You got like an example? Oh, wait. Okay, so you know what's crazy, man? I want to pivot like this conversation to the movie that we just had, right, 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If we're talking supporting Polynesian creators, do podcasts fall in line with that? Because you're here, you got some stuff to say about these
Hey,
pods,
listen,
bro, and there are a
listen.
lot of backed. They're backed. You know what I'm
Look,
saying?
look.
But you said it too. You followed, you
Yeah,
listened, you gave it a chance. That's more than enough. Like that's more than what most people would do. They wouldn't even give it a chance. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So
I think
there's
I
something
think
to
the
be
difference
said.
the difference is I'm not here telling names and I'm not telling people not to listen to it or not even lot to listen to it, but I'm not saying,
Hold
hey,
on.
I didn't like this podcast, but this is the podcast. I didn't like it, but
Yeah.
y'all can check it out if you want. Because then I feel like people would be like, man, we ain't on that. Seth ain't on that. I'm not on that. Whatever.
Mm.
I think that's the only difference. I don't know if it's a big difference, but it's a difference.
This is the line, and you be towing it. Tiptoeing in
I
his
mean,
Jordans. Tiptoeing in his Jordans. All over that line, bro. This dude's sad, bro.
bro, I have to be right, okay? I have to be
Oh
right.
my god! Convenient Seth. I fucking hate it.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. Okay, wait.
Um,
That's that. You know what? Hey.
I'm just
Hey.
I didn't start
Hey.
this. Yeah, I didn't start this to compare the movie.
Yo,
I
hey.
just wanted to say, hey, we out here and this
Yeah,
is
you know what I'm saying?
I'm saying this is some really good, you know what I'm saying, very organic, natural flowing content. And I just
Ooh, good
think
job. Good job, Sefa. Yeah, very organic. Good job, Sefa. Good job, Marcus.
So yeah, without further ado, episode 125. My brother,
This guy.
how you been?
I've been good, bro. I've been good.
Yeah.
Yeah, same old stuff, bro. Freaking. What we? Oh yeah. Well, a couple weeks ago, we hit episode 100 on the Patreon, right? And you asked what our favorite Patreon clip was, and you told us, you was talking about shirt swimming, the Shirt Swimmers Club, and basketball, right?
Yeah.
I forgot those are Patreon episodes, but like I didn't get to answer because we just started going off as we usually do. And the one thing that I keep going back to when I'm checking stuff for our Instagram is Booty. It's funny that you say that in the episode, dude. I go back to that clip at least every couple days, every couple weeks, because that dog. I don't even remember what we was talking about that day, but that clip alone is just enough to be like, yeah, that's an all-time Hall of Fame. That's the first ballot Hall of Famer.
I literally just reposted that clip on my story a couple days ago because
Yeah.
my older cousin had texted it to the group chat and like everybody was laughing at it and it was just a YouTube link and I was like, what is this? And then I clicked it and it was our clip and I was like, bro, I died laughing so much. And then I reposted it and like hella people was just laughing at it too. I was just like, bro, that's
Is that on the YouTube Shorts? Was that YouTube Shorts?
Yeah, YouTube Shorts, yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. We got to utilize that, man. Other than that, I haven't really been up to much. AAPI NH Heritage Month is still going strong in my freaking job. You know what I mean? People had their stuff out. You know what I mean?
How many origami swans did you make this month?
I didn't make any. I took a stand. I took a stand. So stupid.
Fight the power.
Fight the power that big. Fight the powers that big. Yeah, no, it's not even that. I was just too lazy. I didn't want to do it. Okay. It was mainly taking a stand. You know what I'm saying?
You took a stand by sitting down.
Yeah, you know what I mean? We just go, okay? We don't want to waste time. We just go get to work. Yeah. But there's at least 10 to 15, maybe like 20, 30. They look really good. I ain't got kind of yeah, they
approval?
Did.
They got your approval?
They got my approval. They look nice.
Okay. All right.
Other than that, I ain't really got much, man. I didn't do much besides work. You know what I mean?
I talked about
watch Stitch. What?
I talked about this during the Patreon episode where we were playing Monopoly. Hey man, if you want to see us play Monopoly, go to Patreon, patreon.com/Polytickin Podcast.
You know what?
But shout out to the USO Jeremiah Masoli. He me and him been connected since Samoan. They came out there. His group, he came out with a group of him and other athletes, and also with poets.
Yeah,
Teresa,
that's tight.
That's crazy. I think her name is. And so they did a poetry / athletic camp workshop. And so on one hand, they had all the poets out there, and it was like helping coordinate the activities. They were more so like overseeing, chaperoning. And then they flipped it over, and then they had writing workshops, and then they had the athletes go in, and then so they was doing the writing workshops. So it was like they kind of melded the two experiences together, and it benefited so many kids in American Samoa. Like they were so excited to, every time somebody from out of or someone off the island comes in to run a workshop or run a clinic, it's just it's a big morale booster for the youth because it's something new, it's something exciting, it's something fresh. And we got to experience that like on the side. Like I was there and I seen them, I met them, they were hella cool, the people that came with Jeremiah Masoli, but then also the kids, just seeing them so excited. I think this was like 2014, 15, something like that. But so we connected there, super cool. And I'm like, bro, I don't know. Do you remember him? I don't know if you was a
bit.
college
Yeah, a bit.
Bro.
Yeah, no, I remember his name. Yeah, I remember, people talking about him on Twitter and stuff. Yeah, I remember him getting a lot of looks. Yeah.
Yeah, like so my uncle, rest in peace, my uncle Junior CVE, he went to Oregon back in the day. And so ever since, and then my dad, like he took my dad and my uncle Chico and everybody, he took them to Oregon. So ever since then, my dad been an Oregon fan, and ever since then, I've been an Oregon fan. So when Jeremiah Masoli was balling out in Oregon, I was like, oh shoot, he a USO, and he balling, out there looking like a stocky Mike Vick. You know what I'm saying? So when I met him in Samoa, I was like, bro, that's crazy. Like this is the guy. You know what I'm saying? And so we made that connection.
Hi, Jeremiah. Hi, Mr. Masoli. Hi, my name's Sefa M. I admired you from afar, dude. I freaking love you.
No, seriously. And then when I found out he was from Northern Cali, I was like, oh, yeah, even better. He's from the city.
Yeah.
So we stayed connected, back and forth on Instagram here and there. But now, and since then, he's been balling out in Canada. Like, literally all, CFL, he been here, breaking records, all that. And so he recently signed with the team. So I live on Vancouver Island, and he signed to Vancouver. So it's just a ferry away. This is their first preseason game, and they came on the island. It's a super small, it's like a 6,000 people field. Super small, but they come here to run that little exhibition game so that fans here can enjoy it at home. And so hit him up. I said, hey, bro, y'all come here May 19th. I'll be there. I went to go buy tickets, and all the things like, it's sold out in 20 minutes. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. Funny thing is, before I looked it up, I had told my girl, I was like, oh, yeah, I'm finna try to go to that football game. She was like, which one? I was like, the BC Lions. She was like, oh, good luck getting tickets. When is it? And I was like, it's next weekend. She was like, you're not gonna get tickets.
Yeah, they're gone, bud.
Yeah, she was like, they sell out
Yeah.
so fast because there's never a CFL game here. It's only once a year.
Yeah. Hey, makes sense. Yeah.
So I went and looked, nothing. I hit bro up. I said, man, I ain't gonna lie, I was trying to cop some tickets and there ain't no more left. If you got the plug, let me know. And then he was like, I wasn't gonna let you buy tickets anyways. I got you, bro. I got you 2. How much you need? I was like, shoot, I got a little crew with me, man. What's up? If you can get more, but if not, it's good. And then he hooked me up with 8 tickets. And I was like, oh man. Yeah. Super love, bro. So, hit the homies up. So we all went. It was cool. It was a dope experience. I didn't get to chill with them after because security straight kicked us out. I was like, bro,
why'd they kick y'all out?
The lady literally said, I am trying to go home. Please leave. I was like, bro, I'm just waiting for my brother. She said, you can wait for your brother outside. And then they pushed us out. Like, I was like, damn.
That was security talking like that to you?
Security, bro. And you know what?
I'm trying to go home. Lady, we're all trying to go home. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm trying to see my brother right now.
Literally, after she locks the gate, she left. She locked the gate, went in her car, and took off. I was like, damn.
Wow. Hey, that's Canada's meanest lady right there.
I wasn't even mad. Like, I was mad at first, and I literally, she walked out with us. She locked the gate. She put the thing through the slot, and she turned around and hopped in her car and left. I was like,
hey, she did exactly what she said she was trying to do. Yeah.
I was like, hey. I respect it.
Yeah.
So we bounced and bro hit me on the phone. He hit me on FaceTime. He's like, hey, what's up, Boos? Where y'all at? I was like, man, bro, I ain't gonna lie. We already halfway home. They done kicked us out.
Oh my God, bro.
I said, what's up though? What y'all on tonight? And then he was like, man, we hopping back on the ferry in a couple hours. So they just went as a team to go get some food or something. But yeah, bro. And then when I posted the picture,
that's tight.
Yeah, bro. When I posted the picture, all my cousins hit me like, bruh, how the hell you know Jeremiah Masoli? Like what? There was, like it was like, where the hell did this connection come from? And I'm like, oh yeah. Long story short, man, I met Us in Samoan. He's been solid ever since. So yeah, man. So that was hella fun. Shout out to Jeremiah Masoli, man, hooking it up with the tickets. Hopefully, I can make it to Vancouver and come check you out in y'all real stadium. Hey, you could and also when he was like, after the game, he came and said what's up while he was still on the field. And as we was chopping it up, like all of the other players, like, hey, OG, and they like coming over, and like this one dude from the other team from Calgary. Like he's like, man, what's up with you, cuz? And he's like shaking his hand. And then the lady on our side, she was like, old white lady. She was like, how do you know our player? You're from that team. And he was like, this my big bro right here. This my big bro right here. And she was like, yeah. And she walks away. As she's walking away, she's like, they don't look related. Oh, I was like, yo, white people are so funny, bro. But but yeah, like, bro, he been holding it down in CFL. He was saying like doing his thing for real. So that was dope. And yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, that's wait. So Vancouver's just a ferry ride away? How long's that ferry ride?
Like an hour and a half.
Oh, that's nothing. Yeah, you can definitely to make it a thing.
Yeah. I want to go out there. They said that the real stadium is hella nice. So I definitely want to check it out.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh,
you know what?
No, what? Go ahead. I'm gonna remember mine. Go ahead, you.
No, I was thinking about we was talking about it a bit on the Patreon, like where people are always talking down on the G leagues of different sports and shit. But I'm just like, dude, y'all will get stop it. All right. Brian Scalabrine. He's gonna ball all over you, okay? Knock it off. But what are you gonna say?
Wait, to that point, real quick before I say my other point. To that point, we're watching the game, and I'm like watching these players play, and they making plays, and I'm like, damn, hold up, that was nice.
Yeah,
and I'm starting ballers. I started looking up the players, like their names, and bro, we got Clemson, we got Alabama, we got like Tennessee, like some real legit college players that are playing right now. And I'm like, bro, these is like some big, you don't just go to these schools and be a slouch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be for real. And so when I seen it, when I seen them playing in real life, like, and then I looked them up, I'm like, oh yeah, nah, these ain't no bums, bro. Like, this is legit competition. So that was pretty dope. And also, speaking of celebrity friends, I woke up this morning and Nate Robinson reposted my music, bro.
I seen that, bro. I seen that this morning. That shit was so hard, bro.
Bro,
I'm like, that's Nate Robinson, bro.
No, I literally woke up. I woke up like I was barely up, and I was like, shoot, what the hell podcast? So I woke up and I checked my phone, and I seen Instagram. So I just looked at it real quick, and it said Nate Robinson mentioned you. I'm like, oh, it must be someone named Nate Robinson. It ain't the Nate Robinson. And then I looked, and then it even said, hey, I see you. So I'm like, oh yeah, this ain't Nate Robinson. This is another Nate Robinson who paid for the check mark, whatever. I click on the page. I'm like, I'm like 2.5 million. I'm like, wait. And I look, and literally, bro, Nate Robinson, the dunk contest champion, bro. Freaking reposting my music. And then I went to his I reposted it, and then I was just like, man, I appreciate that, bro. Thank you for the love. He was like, man, I messed with this song and a few others, bro. Keep going, don't stop, Oos. I was like, bet. And then he followed, and I was like,
oh my god, bro. Wow, like, you straight had a DM exchange with Nate Robinson, bro? Who are you,
I can show it. Where's my phone? No, I was kidding.
Hey, I just want to say this. Hey, I beat this guy in Monopoly last week. This week, I'm gonna just throw that out there. Hey, Nate Robinson. That song.
Wait, which one?
What? You just want to say what?
I just want to say he beat me under the tutelage of my own, under my tutelage. So
under the tutelage of my own tutelage.
I beat myself.
The tutelage of my tutelage. Turtle.
You're welcome. That's what they mean when they say you're your own worst enemy.
It's funny that the song that he reposted too, like, bro, that picture where you was at, that album, it's come on, bro. That's like
on the roof.
Shout out to Samoan. That was hilarious.
And last night, we were listening to music on the YouTube in my work, and then like how like all of this stuff is related, like stuff you listen to, whatever. And then my music popped up because the kids will listen to my music, and it was the video of Samoan, and I was watching it, and I was like, bro, I was like, this is nice. This is cool. This is good. This is like a dope video, dope rapping. Like I was like, oh, it was like a time capsule. I haven't listened to that in a minute, but I was like, oh yeah, I'm reposting that today. Yeah.
Oh yeah, do that. Fuck. That was a great. That was a great time.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Boy, oh boy, Marcus was wilding. Oh,
time wilding.
And now that we talk about it, I hella used I used our situation because we were playing this thing at work called scenarios. Well, we don't call it scenarios. I call it scenarios.
Okay.
Or we asked the room, like, what would you do if? And we were talking about like if you're friends with the boy and the girl, you're good friends with both of them, and the boy was cheating, would you tell the girl? And then or reverse, if the girl was cheating, would you tell the boy? And then like different things, like if somebody was cheating on the test. And then one of them was if you got invited to a party but your friend didn't.
No.
So then we talked, and I literally was like, you know what? We had a situation like that. And we had a whole
ding.
Like literally when we were talking about it, I was like, I thought of you, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, you know what? We had a situation like this. And out of everybody in the car, I was the only one who didn't go in. I was like, everybody else was making excuses. Oh, I just want to see what kind of food they got. I just want to see what. I was like, man, bro, you want to go to the party? Yeah. And you don't care that your homie's not invited. So just go ahead, okay? They got some. Remember? Oh man, it was like, yeah, there's a security guard, and if you're not a graduate, at a hotel at Sadie's by the sea, bro.
At a hotel party. Come on, bro.
Now that I think about it, the person who told that lie, I wouldn't expect him to think of elaborate anything. So
straight dummy. He's calling you a dummy. Damn.
Yeah.
Hey. So what did the room say when you brought up that scenario? When you said the story? Who were they siding with?
They said they wouldn't go. They said that they actually, like, one of them said, no, I actually literally a month ago got invited to somewhere, but it was like, oh, but don't bring her. And then she was like, well, if she can't go, I'm not gonna go. And then that was it. Looks at Twitter gang intensely.
Real one. Stuff for a real one.
You know what's crazy? Marcus would have went in there and left Marcus outside.
All right, Marcus, you're not invited. Marcus is gonna go.
Marcus, you're uninvited, but oh hello, Marcus.
Nah,
is invited everywhere.
No, I wouldn't do that, man. I would not do that. 34-year-old Marcus wouldn't do that. 22-year-old Marcus in Samoan probably would do that to oh hello, Marcus.
I will say, when they came out, I was like, hey, but who in there knows? I was curious. Know. I was curious. I wanted to look through the window, but you know, the good old days. The good old days.
Look in the window.
Who's that creeping in my window?
The window.
All right, so let's get to some of these topics. I think I should do a share screen for this. I really think I do
that.
There was a situation. There was a situation in Utah. I think it was UVU. Whatever. Samoan lady, I would assume, or a Polynesian lady.
Racist.
It says
racist already.
She at this university and at these graduations, she bid for and paid for the rights to sell flower leis or leis in general at these graduations. She walks up on a lady, on a white lady who's also selling leis, and says, "Hey, check this out. You could either pay me $100 and go on about your business with these leis, or you can evacuate." And the lady was here. Let me play. I love these. I love it. Hold on.
You should commentate the video I'm watching right now.
What do you want to do? Per graduation. I don't care if you do, because obviously you've done all your work, but it's going to be $100 per graduation.
I come here every year and sit right here.
No, well, it doesn't matter. Because we have the so either you can pay $100 per graduation, or you can disperse.
Okay. Disperse.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
I've talked to people that work here before at UVU and said I can stay here.
Honey, you can't. We have the contract. We pay to stay here. We're inside, we're outside, we're selling money leis, we're selling flower leis. You're not allowed to be here. So it's totally up to you, because you can stay here, but it's $100 per graduation. And we got a bunch of graduations coming up. So you know how much you make. I know how much.
And I've been doing this 3 years, sitting right here.
It doesn't matter.
I don't care.
So are you going to stay or are you going to go?
I'm going to stay.
Are you going to pay?
Who's going to stop me?
Well, we're going to have security and remove you. Okay, and then you'll get a ticket.
I can stay here.
Who?
Security. I've talked to security guards before.
No name.
Okay, whatever. If that's what you want, then that's fine. Okay. What's your name?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Oof.
They told me before I'm plenty far away from you.
So it's easier for you to stay and pay, because obviously you've done all the work. A graduation, not $100. $100 a graduation.
Let her know, sis. Let her know.
Okay, we'll see. Not that I'm aware of.
Well,
I've been sitting right here for the last 3 years.
She's the only one that can sell leis on UVU property.
I've been doing it the last 3 years.
Not that I'm aware of.
Want me to show you proof?
I've been sitting right here for the last 3 years. And I'm far enough from her. Okay, then where can I sit?
Nowhere on UVU's property.
Look at her. Look at her, really?
Well, then how do I sign a contract?
So each year we give everybody the opportunity to kind of bid for it to get that contract. And so you can give me your contact info and we're happy to include you and give you that opportunity.
Look at her. Look at her. Look at the white
Didn't
anger
go through the
settling in.
You know? Didn't go through the proper channels. That's usually what white people preach on.
Yeah.
They preach about going through the right channels. Right, because you've been there for the last 3 years.
The Samoan lady, mind you, said they've been doing this for the last 17 years.
I don't know.
opportunity.
even better.
$100. I don't know why you can't share, but you're cool.
I gave you an opportunity.
I'm not paying you $100 every graduation.
Bye,
How much do you
girl.
pay?
Don't worry about it. Maybe you should.
Bitch.
Uh-oh.
Look at that. Should have mollywopped her.
I've been very nice.
I've talked to you guys before.
I've been very nice. Now you're calling names and lying.
You said,
You don't know their name? Wrap it up, sister.
wrap it up, sister.
Wrap it up, sister.
Wrap it up.
Yeah, no, they can pick wherever they want.
In this
Is
exact
we were able
spot.
to do it last year. It got past us. We weren't aware of it. I apologize.
Wrap it up. Get out of here, Kimberly. All right. All right, brother. And go.
And go. The Palagi lady, white woman, did not go through the proper channels. Said it during the thing already. Just all the things that that people who like to harass other people trying to do something, like they didn't do themselves, right? That seems to always be the case, right?
Well,
What? Uh-oh.
I feel like it's
What?
it's the opposite for us though.
What do you mean? No,
Like
no.
if it was a poly doing that, we'd be
Did
like,
I say that
"Bruh,
wrong?
just
I said that.
no,
hella
no, no.
wrong.
You said it right. You said it right. Because usually
Okay.
those people are so like by the book, but usually us people are
Yes.
so off the book.
We're
And
off the
so-
book. Yeah, that's so what we
You know-
finally do. We finally go through the proper channels that everybody bitches about. Now all of a sudden we can't because
Yeah.
this lady is not going through it like we usually do. But our lady, our sister, wrap it up, sister, got it. She did
Yeah.
everything right. You know what I'm saying? She did everything right, and right down to not mollywopping the shit out of her, which she just fucking deserved to be. She called her a bitch, like, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
If her sisters, if her sisters were there with her dog, her family was there with her, it's over. She's lucky,
Yeah. They lucky. They lucky Auntie was being nice
Yeah.
to the security guard. Cause
super nice.
that means it's just certain words you're not supposed to say unless you're ready for the repercussions. You know what I'm saying? And that's
You know
one
what
of
I'm
them.
saying?
You can't just throw
Yeah.
that out.
Yeah, she's lucky. Cooler heads prevailed, man. Like she's lucky for that, bro. Oh God. I know. I love seeing her squirm in her chair. You know what I'm saying?
you see
Slowly
her-
getting uncomfortable, like just like.
Did you see her
He
in
caught
the-
me.
You see her in the beginning? She's like, no, I'm gonna be here for all
Yeah.
three graduations.
Very
I'm not
sure,
paying
very sure of
$100.
herself. Oh,
Who's gonna
come on,
stop
bro.
me? Who's gonna stop me? Hey,
The guy in the
uh,
fucking cart. Yeah, motherfucker. What you
Gilbert
talking
on the
about?
cart is gonna stop you, okay? Gilbert
Mhm.
is. Okay?
Paul Blart,
Yeah,
exactly.
Paul Blart.
Bro's
yeah.
gonna stop you.
So watching this video was very satisfying, in my opinion, to me. For many reasons. One of them is because I hate people who think, they could just do what they want. Also being told, like literally being explained, like she didn't walk
Oh
up.
yeah.
She didn't walk up disrespectful. She didn't
Mhm.
walk up aggressive. She walked up stern, but like, as a
You
business
have
owner,
to be. Yeah.
but as a
You
as a
definitely need
business
that
owner,
gene. Yeah.
you're sitting there like, bro, this person just cutting into what I'm working on, and I've earned
Mhm.
it, and I've gone through the proper channels. So like, she was stern, but she wasn't aggressive. And for her to calmly explain the situation, and for the girl to sit there and be like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
no,
nuh-uh.
and not even be able to say, oh yeah, they told me I could sit here. Who? Like she lied. Just blatantly
Yeah.
lying like that. Can't say no names. Can't pick a face out of a crowd to be like, that's the person who told me, whatever.
Mhm.
But there's also another side of this that I want to touch on that really bothers me.
Oh.
This is a white lady in Utah selling leis, which is
Oh.
not of her culture, and
Mhm.
also encroaching on the business space of someone who is of that culture. It
Mhm.
just it intensifies the entitledness, in my opinion. Like for her to just sit there, First of all, she shouldn't be selling that regardless, in my opinion. Like, don't like chill out. You know, you no. In my opinion, y'all could feel how y'all feel. That's fine. I don't want no non-poly tattooing, poly designs. I don't want no non-poly selling anything from our culture without giving back to the culture, the community. If she's contributing, if she's buying those flowers from a poly-owned business or something like that, we can talk about it. But I don't think so, because the way that she's carrying herself and the way that she's acting entitled, and also like just never minding this Polynesian woman's correct stance on this situation, it tells me she doesn't care about, she don't care about ethics. She don't care about morals.
Come on, that was evident as soon as she set up that table and sat there, bro. Way before the confrontation. She showed she didn't care at all, bro.
And
she
also
seen the market. She seen the market.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She seen, what was going on, you know what I'm saying? And she wanted to get in on that, bro. As soon as she made that decision and set up that table, that was it. That was out the door.
And that was also another point. She said, I had never seen this lady before. In the video, she goes, they said I was far enough away from you. So she was obviously aware of what they were doing. If she was in this space, the same space from last year, she had to be there because they had said, hey, you're far enough away from them. Maybe a security guard messed up, whatever, fine. But for her to say, I've never seen this lady before, she lying. Because I don't believe it. So just that entitledness, I hate to see it, but I love to see it get stomped out like that. Like it just makes my heart happy.
These are the things that you've been preaching about, or you've been talking about for years. You know what I'm saying? Being a better gatekeeper, right? That's a perfect example of gatekeeping. Exactly, what we need to gatekeep. You know what I mean?
And legally, properly gatekeeping too.
Everything was done above board. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. All of it above board. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no discrepancy in there, bro. And she got proof. She got video proof of her attitude, her lack of a contract, you know what I'm saying? Lack of effort, you know what I'm saying? All around. So she did exactly what she was supposed to do. And just on the wider, broader spectrum, she kept the culture, bruh. Like, you know what I'm saying? 17 years doing that.
Yeah.
So this is it. That's exactly what we were talking about. We need more of that.
Yeah.
We need to do more of that.
Shout out to one day of summer on TikTok, holding it down, holding the community down, holding the culture down, letting these people know they can't just do what they want wherever they want. And it's 185,000 likes. So like, salute. I know. Yeah.
Salute. Yeah.
But dude, I don't even think that white lady should be able to sell flowers, honestly.
Yeah.
Nah.
Maybe bouquets. She can do her own version of flowers, bouquets. Yeah, corsage. Yeah. Corsages.
Sell some croissants and corsages. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Dude, nah. Go
stay in your lane, lady. Come on, man.
4-leaf clovers or something. Like, dude, you know what I'm saying?
That sounds super racial.
Well, no, but side note, shout out to the Highland Games. It's like the Scottish Games, Irish Games, the ones who wear kilts.
The Scots, the ones who wear the kilts.
Yeah,
the Scottish
people. Shout out to them. They had the Highland Games, and I'm so mad I missed it, bro.
They had the Highland Games there in Canada.
Like it's like they're
like on TV.
They're rendition.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Out here in my city,
yeah.
It was like a small version, but it was like a bunch of beer. It was all the games. They had people in full armor fighting. Like I was like, where do I sign up? I want to fight in some armor. Like, are you kidding me? Please, throw me on a horse. I'm ready to joust. I've been ready ever since that. What is that?
Braveheart.
Heath Ledger. Nah, Heath Ledger, the movie. The
Knight's Tale.
Knight's Tale.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Oh my God.
Got the little fist at the end of the stick. Yeah, I'm ready, bro. I'm ready. So I seen.
You're trying to do jousting too?
Yeah, I want to do joust. Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah.
Bro, we should go jousting, bro. I'll whoop you, bro.
No, you won't, bro.
I'll joust your head off, dog.
I'll joust your head off.
I will jump.
I'll
bro.
joust your ass. I'll joust your ass. Don't make me joust your ass, bro.
I'm finna joust you real quick, bro. Bro, yeah, they was fighting, bro.
shoot.
Got jousted, bro.
Hey, they set up the joust going on. What's going on over there, bro?
Yeah.
What's going on? The jouster.
And that fool was
The
like,
jouster?
he got jousted on. The jouster.
Bro. Oh, how do you ask for, do you have to like, is that like can you do a personal jousting or is it only at the games? Can you call somebody out for like a joust to the death? Could you have done that back then? Because people usually just doing the sword fights, but if you don't want to do sword fights, you just want something a little more thrilling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Riding on a horse, jousting each other. Like, hey, I challenge you to a duel, bro. I'm a joust your ass back to the medieval ages, bro.
Hey, you know what? If you think about it, football is just jousting with no horse.
Shut up, bro.
Football,
Shut
football
the hell up.
It's body jousting. Yo, you gonna watch the football? Oh, you mean body jousting? I don't know.
Oh, bro.
I don't know because it looked like in a Nice Tale, it looked like every jousting session was like it was like a spectacle.
Jousting.
Every jousting battle, every jousting match looked like an event, like they was selling tickets or something.
Come on, we got the jouster of the century. Yeah,
Hey, Jeremiah Masoli, can you give me some tickets to the jousting games?
Oh, the BC Lions, the body jousters. The BC Lions body jousters team. Bruh.
Body
Bro.
jousters being acronym BJ is wild.
Oh, so crazy. The BJ League.
BJL.
DJL.
Oh man.
BJL. Well, fuck. I would go to the Highland Games, so we got to go to the Highland Games and the Ren Fair. Renaissance
What's that?
Fair.
Oh.
Yeah,
go
the
LARPing?
Renaissance Fair.
I'll whoop you in some LARPing, bro.
I'll whoop you with some LARPing.
I'll
You'll
LARP
joust
you
me
up,
and LARP me.
dog.
Don't, you're not gonna LARP. I will LARP you up. LARP
What's
you
your
up.
weapon?
Oh,
What's your weapon?
I was gonna ask what would your character be? All right,
I'll probably
weapon.
get a bow and arrow. Bow and arrow, with a small dagger. For if anybody
have the long pointy ears. Cephalus. Cephalus of the elves, bro.
If anybody gets close enough, if they can, get the dagger. I seen that happening out here.
Oh. What?
I seen them doing that at the park one time.
Yeah,
Bro, I tell you, we stood there for 15 minutes.
I was like, straight
wow.
staring at
That guy's parry is incredible.
They all stop and look at each other like, who are these two weirdos staring at us over here? We're trying to LARP over here, bro.
My girl's like, can we keep walking? I'm like, baby, you see his jab step? Hold on.
Oh my god, such solid form, dude. His parry is off the chain.
Hold on. His parry is incomparable.
It's Perry the platypus.
Oh man, yeah.
Highland Games and Ren Fair.
I'm with it.
Oh.
I want to do the real. I seen them. They was fighting in real armor though, and they was like,
oh shit,
bro. They was going after. Like I was like, oh,
Yeah.
somebody owes somebody money. Like
yeah.
they had the sword. Like it was 4 of them, and 2 of them was locked in, and then one of them was like, he was like dumping the other guy in the head with just his hand, like the armor. And then the other guy came in with the sword and just hit him on the back. And when he hit him on the back, the guy was punching him. When he gets hit in the back, he goes, I was like, oh shit. That looked like You couldn't see his face. He had the
Okay,
he
his
had
mask was
full
down.
helmet
Okay,
on.
yeah.
But you can see his
Oh,
body.
just hearing
like,
a muffled,
like this, and he's like his body. You know how you. Why do people do that when they get hit in the back? They try to run away from the pain. Like, is that?
Yeah, I guess so. Better distributes the pain throughout the body instead of just taking it like this.
Yeah, I guess. Nah, you gotta fight back. You gotta push your back in. Fight back.
Yeah, you got. Oh,
Guess who's back?
guess who's back? Guess whose back it is?
Yeah,
man.
so yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. One day of summer. Shout out to you holding down the culture. You know, shout out to the Highland Gang. Shout out to the people throwing the rocks, and I think they was throwing like little telephone pole looking things too.
Oh, okay. Like little what's it called? Javelins. They're throwing javelins at each other.
No, literally like a big old like a telephone pole. Like they hold it like this and then they toss it. I'm like, yo, y'all is different,
Yo,
bro.
yeah, for real. Hey, the entertainment back then was not cool, bro.
No. And you know what? They was getting paid like they was getting paid like 3 potatoes. Do that.
Yeah. Yeah, getting like frankincense and myrrh, bro. Like,
remember when Ip Man beat up 10 people and got 10 bags of rice, and I'm sitting there like, bruh. I beat 10 people up. Dana White better sign the contract.
Yes.
For real. Yeah, like I be like when you really think about it, like us at a very like right now, like at a very stable, lower level, like low mid class, we're like light years above the kings and queens of yesteryear.
In terms of what? Like
they
in terms
had
of what?
they
Just
had
everything?
slaves, they had power, they had money, and they didn't have running water. Like
Yeah. They were so over there dying of fucking diarrhea, bro. Like diarrhea would kill them. You know what I'm saying? So we're yeah. And we have smartphones, dude. Smartwatch. Yeah. You don't have to use the sun to tell the time.
Yeah, go ahead, Queen Elizabeth. Go ahead. Do your thing, Marie Antoinette. Y'all go ahead and y'all ball out over there with your with your riches that you can only buy. I don't know. Apples. I've had an apple today.
Oh, hello, mistress. I've had an apple today.
Oh, you've seen an apple? I haven't seen one this whole year. I be throwing apples away thinking of Mary Antoinette. Like, loser.
Oh, my God. I think Uso Jeff. Nice. Uso Jeff went to, I think he went to the Red Fair too, but he was dressed up as Maui.
How did that go?
I don't know. Oh, shout out to Jeff for doing that.
Where are his chains?
Yeah.
Why?
Who is this barbarian who has entered the field?
Why is this brownie not chained? Who does he belong to? How dare they have one off leash? Maui would have got swooped up in the well, I don't even know what time period. What time period would that be, Marcus? You smarter than me.
I don't know. We went through hella time periods, bro. Like the Renaissance fair covered like 500 years, but I don't think it was that long.
I forgot Marcus took 17 cigarette breaks during our history class.
Yeah, I wouldn't have no idea.
Marcus would come to class late, sit down, open his notebook, and walk out and take a cigarette break. I still cannot believe you would do that. And you would do this every day. All you see is the little window at the door. You just see Marcus's head bobbing in and out as he's smoking outside. It's like, bro, this dude don't give a damn about nothing. I'm like, yo, this guy don't give a damn. He ain't tripping about nothing. I'm sitting there taking avid MLA format notes, and Marcus's notebook is blank.
Yeah, I just gave up at that point.
He got the nerve to say, hey, do we have any homework today? Man, don't ask me, bro. Get the hell up out of here.
I said, we got homework this week. What's up, Bullseye? Every time I walk up to this dude, he was like, "What's up, bulls?" He makes it sound like I say it like that. "What's up, bulls? What's up, bulls?" Like, dude, I don't even talk like that. What are you doing? Oh, Darth Vader, Ja Rule, got that for years. DMX.
Yo, what? Yeah, what's some stuff you remember from ACC? Like, that you remember?
Poker. That I super remember.
Yeah,
Poker
like
all the time at the smoking hut.
You want to bet a monkey in
Like
a
a
zebra? Yo,
You're throwing around all these terms. I was like, what?
Yo,
What?
people in American Samoa, bro, they thought they was really like underhanded underworld. Like, bro, it was just security at ACC. Like, so they used to play
I didn't even
poker.
look at it like that. I was just like, all right, these fools are some gambling addicts.
Nah.
I guess.
No,
They had
there was
poker
a
and freaking dominoes too. I didn't even. What?
Yeah, no, hey, not shout out, but the opposite of a shout out to whoever's from LA, whoever's from LA that came to Samoa and told these people that the way you play dominoes with 4 people is whoever plays a 6-6, whoever has 6-3 gets to go automatically next. Shout out to you.
Oh,
whoever
that's
you are
what
from
a
LA.
big fucking liar. Damn.
Oh, it was the first and only time I ever played dominoes out there. The dude next to me, the dude to my right throws a 6. I go down to play my domino, and the dude to my left, he throws the 6-3. He's like 15. I'm like, yeah, I know, but it's my turn, bro. He's like, no, that's how you play. I said, what? And they said a dude
What?
from LA taught them how to play like that. And I said, no, we not. Check this out. This is how we play in Sacramento.
Did you tell them that he
Take
was
our turn.
lying? Did you tell?
I tried to explain, but I wasn't too familiar with that kid, so I didn't want to. I was just like, oh no, these are different rules, and they kind of stuck with it. But I also seen them afterwards playing like that still, and I was just like, hey man, do what y'all do. You know, this is. And then I never played there again, so whatever.
Damn, I never encountered that while I was playing. No, it was never like that. But that's so funny that they
Brother.
thought they were some kind of underworld gambling den. It was just a smoking area at a small college. What are you doing?
They're like, yeah, security be tripping when we bring out the money, so we gotta play with chunky monkeys, zebras,
Oh yeah, that's right.
and gorillas. So a monkey is 1, a gorilla is 50 cents or something like that. I was just like,
yeah.
after all this talking, you got 8 gorillas, 3 monkeys, and a chunky. Like, who the hell? Yeah, so yeah, okay. I remember poker. Shout out to the poker.
Yeah, that all adds up to $2. $5 monkeys, 2 gorillas, and a fucking a Chico stick fucking equals $3.50, bruh. Fucking ranch's corn nuts, bruh.
You have enough to buy a loose cigarette.
That's to buy a loose cigarette for me, Marcus. Yeah, bro. How crazy, man.
You remember anything else?
The food. It was like some of the best cafeteria food ever. You know what I'm saying?
It was a Filipino restaurant.
With y'all. Oh,
yeah,
I didn't know that.
Anacletos. Yeah, it was a Filipino restaurant that had that contract.
Hey, yeah, hanging out with y'all.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That was fun. Whole bunch of shit. We did the videos over there. We shot music videos over there.
Are we the only ones to do that? Are we the only ones to shoot a music video at ACC?
No, we can't be. Nah, hell no.
Are we the only ones to shoot a good music video in ACC?
Damn, I didn't say all that. I didn't say that.
He didn't deny it.
Yeah, man. Hey.
Oh. Yeah, shout out to ACC, man. Shout out to all that.
Yeah.
I feel like
we're good on time, brother.
We're good. We're good, brother.
Yeah,
if you got anything else to add? Hey, also, if y'all got anything else, if y'all want us to talk about stuff, or if y'all have any questions, you know what I'm saying? You know, we're experts in life. You know, we know everything. So come on down. Come on down. Come on down.
Yeah, if you got suggestions, if you want to help us out, figure out, you know, how do we take this up a notch, you know what I'm saying? We're still trying to figure things out over here. If you want to support us directly, again, patreon.com/Polytickin Podcast, you know what I'm saying? $5 a month, 4 extra episodes, 4 extra episodes a month. You know what I'm saying? And more tiers to come and things to do. All right? Anyways, that's it, buddy. That's all I got. Go far. I'm Ola Marcus FM. Weekly 125. Far.